Hey guys, I don't want to be like Jada Smith where she starts filming and Will was like, you got to tell me, girl, before you press and go live. This is my bread and butter. Okay, so Michelle, can you tell us what you're doing over here?
So I'm de-winter.
Okay, you're restored.
Okay, so
Tell us what you're doing, Michelle.
I went into winter with 6 hives. 4 of them I felt like would make it. 2 I was for sure were not gonna make it. So I ended up with 2.
Oh.
But that's okay because this specific breed of bees that we have.
What are they called?
They're called Saskatraz. They're very prolific and they like to swarm. And so the reason why I had 6 is because I've had to do splits and catch swarms from my own hive because that's good bee practice. And I was kind of getting concerned about having to catch a lot of swarms and sell bees this year. So I'm not as disappointed as I otherwise
Somebody
would
looks
be.
happy in there.
This colony right here, I just did a split on.
You gonna take that reducer off?
There's not a reducer on there.
Oh, is that
yeah, no, that's fine for now because that's really just a mouse guard.
Okay.
It's not as much of a reducer as, like, here's a reducer. What Leah's talking about. We switched, like, you can see a mouse tried to get in there.
Oh, wow, is that
I'll
really?
have to replace that this year, but,
Okay.
so that you can, if you do this, then there's, like, ways for them to get in, but a mouse can get in there, and you reduce it down to, like, 1, but that one that Leah's talking about, this has about 12 or 14, I don't know, I haven't counted them, holes that are bee size for them to go in, but yeah, I can take that off. You just don't want the
mice in the winter, right?
mice in the winter, and you reduce them for various, like, robbing and whatnot, but this is a really strong hive. But the way that I decided to do a split this year, or this time, is to take 3 frames that had eggs, larvae, and bees that are getting ready to hatch, and I put them in there, and then I found the queen, and kind of held the
found
frame.
the queen, cool.
I found the queen, and I had the frame with the queen on it in one hand to make sure she's still there, and I'm taking these other ones out because I want to have eggs in one and then make sure the queen stays. And what they'll do, and also I had a frame that had a couple of what's called queen cups.
You did, great.
They're not actual, like, queen cells. A queen cell gets drawn really long, but a queen cup is something that they build to kind of, it's like their bug out bag. If something happens, it's already there and they can draw it out and turn it into a queen cell. So I made sure that I had 2 queen cups on a frame with eggs and, sorry, home run. And so what I'm about to do is take, and I can show you guys this, Leah can stay there. This is, they are really killing it this year so
Well,
far.
they're pretty happy today right now because the sun and
Well,
warm.
I just mean, these are almost full
Of honey, right?
of honey, and that's just spring honey. So not stuff that they, like, wintered over. So what I'm gonna do, let me get my box ready. Hang on, I was just getting a box ready. Where's my box? Here it is. Oh wait, hang on, I gotta get another frame. Hold that thought. I want to pull a frame out and show you guys. But this hive is one that didn't make it.
Okay.
But it's okay because we're gonna extract the honey off of this. That's pretty heavy. There's probably about 20 pounds of honey in there, maybe. So let me grab an extra frame. I know why these hives didn't make it.
Why?
Like, each one, I can get in there and I can forensically tell what happened. And this one made it because they had too much space. But I went into it, you know, it's hard to explain why, as a beekeeper, you do a thing that you do, and you kind of question and go back and forth. Are they ready for winter? What do you want to do? So I'm not upset. It's every year that you pop open a hive that you've lost, you learn something. So these guys are going to be happy to have spread out some. Then I've got this fresh box here.
Okay, and you're going to put that on there to get some more honey, right?
Exactly. But we're going to make them think they got started.
Okay, because you're going to put a frame in there of honey?
Yeah. We're going to take a couple of them actually, because what we want to do.
Is it okay to take the bees over?
Yeah, because they're the same bees. And as a matter of fact, if these bees are flyers, they won't stay here anyway. They'll go out the hole and then go get more stuff and come back to this hive.
Well, okay.
Uh-oh, somebody's stuck. See if we can get them unstuck here. Stuck to the propolis. You okay there, buddy?
I'm doing good. It's flying away.
Okay. Looks like we also have up here, let me double check this frame. Even though I saw the queen, it's been a while since I set her in there, so.
So is she normally at the top or at the bottom?
So there's no normal.
Okay.
She generally would be at the bottom, except for the fact that I'm getting in my bees really late this year, and I didn't get a chance to put another. You can see that these boxes are 2 different sizes. This is called a deep, and this is called a shallow. I didn't get a chance to put another deep, so ideally you would have your bees laying eggs and larvae and baby bees in your deeps. And some people will run the same size, like all shallows or all deeps. When Langstroth designed it, he designed it for deeps on the bottom and shallows on the top. I've done it all different kind of ways. The only thing that I've not done is a top bar hive, which is on my list to do one day. So I can already tell you there's going to be eggs on this frame by how much it weighs.
Yeah, I see eggs on the one side.
So we're going to double check and make sure that the queen's not on here.
Because she would be laying on there. There's eggs.
Well, actually, we may end up leaving this frame anyway.
Okay.
But, yeah, so this is, nothing is generally a problem. It's not desirable because I wish
that everything was honey up top.
That everything, and you can use queen excluders. I despise them. I don't like them. So I just kind of let them do what they're going to do, and this hive will get big enough for me to put another deep, and they'll move everything around, and they'll do what they're going to do.
They rearrange a lot.
They rearrange a lot, and I'm just going to let them keep that up.
So you said something about extracting honey this year. Is that because of those?
That's because of the hives that we lost. We're
okay.
just going to take the honey off of those frames, and then we're going to put the frames in the freezer to kill off anything. And hopefully by the time that happens, it'll be time to bring those frames back out here to put on here as these expand and we do more splits, because I can guarantee you we're going to do more splits this year. Probably a lot, especially looking at this hive. And this hive is the hive that kept swarming on me last year, which...
Uh-oh. You opened some up.
There
goes that honey. It's drip, drip, dripping. Woo!
They'll clean it up, but that is so full. I mean, that's
it's
like
popping out like a woo.
That's like 4 pounds of honey.
It's just drip, dripping.
And we're going to put that over here so they've got resources. What they call that is resources. And there's some eggs on here. I saw a lot of drone comb there.
We can't take all their honey. They need it.
Yeah. So we're going to just... I don't even want to... See, and they drew these out too far.
They did. I saw that.
So I don't want to squeeze those together too much. But we're going to just slide this puppy over. And I'll tell you what, if there's any beekeepers watching...
Don't...
No. What I'm going to say is to the non-beekeepers, I can guarantee you that the beekeepers that are watching are thinking, I wouldn't do that, or I would do this. And here's the thing. Beekeeping is a personal sport.
Yeah, it's almost like styling your hair.
It is. You do it as you think best, and sometimes we help them and sometimes we don't, and there's really, 100 different ways to do beekeeping.
Yeah.
And we just do the best that we can and try to make them happy. I'm more of a hands-off type beekeeper. The only things that I really...
You do splits and everything.
Splits and that's only to keep my neighbors from ending up with bees swarming in their house.
Right.
It's like I said, it's good beekeeping practice.
Right. So will you put a box somewhere to try to catch a swarm?
That's what Leah's referring to as a swarm trap, and that is so that in case they do swarm, they look around and they go, oh, they'll send out scouts. Look, I found this really cool, awesome box of old bee frames, and we could come live here, and then all of a sudden what you've done is caught a swarm. So, so yes, I will probably set a couple of traps, at least one. Although last year we didn't have to catch them because they swarmed right in that tree behind me.
They did. They swarmed right up there. And we caught them, and you know, you got one. So here's all the wintering stuff. Michelle's doing a good job today. Thank you, Michelle, for your tour. I actually had titled this something different. I'm going to retitle this. Michelle opens bees for the spring. I had just gotten done listening to Mark Baker of Baker Green Acres of Anyone Can Farm Tribe on Scott Kesterson's show. It was absolutely awesome. You guys go check out Bards FM on Podbean and listen to that interview with Mark Baker, because he's going to tell you his story, how he farms in Michigan. There's a fantastic Facebook group called Anyone Can Farm. If you guys need help growing food, join that group. They're absolutely phenomenal. They're going to help you through regulations. They're going to help you through the government coming after you, because that's kind of what we were facing. You want to see our I just turn that around and see. So I've got my spring stuff coming up. That's what we've got. This is what God's Little Acre is kind of looking like. Not looking like much just yet, but it'll get there. All right, guys. So I would probably do the video that I had planned on doing some other time, which was what you need to know about the food shortages that are coming and how to get your family ready. But instead, this turned into an awesome little impromptu bee instruction video. So share this video with people who want to see somebody get into their bees for the first time this spring. Let's see, you guys want to see anything else? See, I had fencing around because we let our chickens roam, so we fenced the chickens out. These are all the spring things. We got spinach in here, lettuce, turnips, things like that. Did somebody get back in my garden? I feel like somebody got back in here. I don't know. The chickens, man, they're the bane of I love them, but they're the bane of my gardening existence. So I love them, and I like to see. I love Mr. Rooster right there. I love that he can roam. So we do what we can. Hello, Mr. Rooster. Call. He crows like Elvis. All right, guys, we are going to sign off, and we will see you tomorrow, 1:30 on all the platforms. This is Jix.com.